Iniche, Cosebe, Balla Kouyaté. This is Balla, and he's going to be sharing a lot more of his music with us tonight. Thanks for everybody to tuning in, and thanks to DePaul University for presenting us. Balla and I, my name is Mike Block, by the way. Balla and I have a long history with DePaul, and we're really sad to not get to be there in person. We've been there multiple summers for the Silkroad Global Musician Workshop, and we have very fond memories of all the people and just the beautiful place that you have there in Greencastle. So we're really excited to share some music with you all, albeit virtually. And thanks again, Balla, for bringing that beautiful song, Bani. We're going to now go from West Africa and travel over the ocean, and we're going to take an American song. Now, as you all know, like, American music is so rooted in African styles. And so we're actually going to take a bluegrass song, a standard bluegrass song, and we're really going to try and take it back to its African roots. This is a song by the great Olabelle Reed. We're going to sing I've Endured for you all. One, two, Yeah. Iniche Cosebe.
Thank you, Mike. Iniche.
So we're gonna introduce you to the whole band as we go through the performance. And next up, I want to introduce you to our djembe player extraordinaire, who is also the singer and composer of this next song, Mr. Sidy Maiga.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mike Black. Thank you, everyone. So happy to be here. This next song is called Deli, which I made on my second album, United Africa. It is about my grandma and I. Whenever I visited Mali to see her, she sang to me. Say, okay, I know you are living far from me, but always come back. So we wrote that song together. Are you ready?
That's right, yes.
Let's do this, man.
All right.
Yo
Thank you.
Yeah, Sidy.
Thank you.
Sidy Maiga.
Yeah.
Ow. Very nice. Iniche, Cosebe. Well, what to possibly do after that song? Thanks again. We're gonna introduce another member of the band to you. Mr. Mike Rivard has been playing electric bass for you so far, but he's a man who has already lived many lifetimes, and he's gonna get a special instrument out for you that he's studied in Africa, made multiple trips, studied a specific kind of music from the Ghanaian tradition, modern-day Morocco in North Africa. And so he's getting the sintir tuned for you all. And Mike, I'm going to ask you to come up and introduce this next piece for us, if you will. Mr. Mike Rivard.
So this instrument is called the sintir or the djembe, and it's from the Ghanaian tradition in Morocco. And it's basically a bass banjo. It's got 3 strings. Top is made of camel. So it's like a drum and a bass all in one. It's basically the 1,000-year-old bass, as Hassan Hakmoun calls it. And the song we're going to do is called Zeed Maal, and I learned it from Mahmoud Guinia, Mahmoud Guinia, and we're going to send it out to his spirit. Thank you.
Iniche. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. And that was featuring some more of the percussion stylings from Idrissa Kone on the talking drum and the calabash. Iniche Idrissa. Balla, can you tell us about the next song?
Yes. This next piece called Soura. This is dedicated to the hardworking people in the nice society. And today, in the Western world, when you mention about successful person, a man and a woman, everybody automatically think someone who have a lot of, nice car in the driveway, have a mansion, a lot of money in the bank. We all want that, right? That's beautiful things to have that. But in the meantime, is the successful person in our community is someone actually who supports his family, supported the community. Whatever you get, give back to your society. That's how we call successful person. So this song is dedicated to some of those hardworking people, like at DePaul University. They've been big support for us in many different ways. I hope you guys enjoy this. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, go.
Thank you. All right, here to my left, Idrissa Kone from Mali, the master talking drum player and the calabash. Actually, that gorgeous you're looking at down there, that's really used for item in Africa. Because in the back of the day, we used to serve food in the different sides of this. And we grow that in Africa. It's just like the pumpkin in here. Like in Halloween, you know how people get a pumpkin? But after a while, it's get right out. But this is never get right out. It's so dry. You open it in half and take everything in inside. So it's a different size. It's like when you're looking at my instrument here, it's the same family. Bottom of this here, this gourd, this is the little one. So the other instrument, that little one, the reason why they call it this talking drum, is so little, but it's so loud. It can, it talk a lot. It can say a lot of many things, So back in the day, that was a communication for us. Now, since we know, 21st century, the technology, and it's easy. I can just be here to call somebody in Japan or calling somebody in Boston, whatever. But where we came from, when the event was happening right now, we don't have the access to let everybody know quickly as possible. So we used to send the people from Idrissa family said they will have this little talking drum walking around in town. They go, can you just give us a little demonstration? See? So anytime people hear that, they be like, oh, okay. Maybe that's some news. It's like listen to Fox News or CNN. So people will pay attention. So they say, hey, this is event happening. Balla Kouyaté and Mike Rivard, this is amazing, collaboration happening. Are you guys paying attention? People will pay attention. See, that was the work they used to do. So it's just been passing down to his family until today. So this guy here, the master djembe player, I guess I will let him talk about his own instrument, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay, thank you. Balla, you said it all, so. So this is called the djembe. West African countries share this instrument. Mali, Guinea, Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso, we all share because we all used to be one. That's and right. I believe we are still one, but with borders because of the colonization. So it's from Mande people, which was created with the King Sundiata Keita. And those environment came out with the djembe. So it was just our way to celebrate life. When talking drum people let people know ceremonies happening. And when people gather, we play djembe. So for wedding, naming ceremonies, or if somebody is doing great thing in the community, we play to celebrate them. Djembe. Thank you, Maestro.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Sidy. All right.
It's my dream to be confused with Sidy. Thank you, Balla. Iniche. This next piece is actually going to be another American tune, this time kind of an old-time fiddle tune. So much of American folk music is highly influenced by the banjo textures of West African music that were brought over. And so we're also going to take this often heard fiddle tune, and we're going to try and send it back to Africa. It's called Billy in the Lowground, and I am unable to ever think of this tune in this band without calling it Balla in the Lowground. It's a joke that is only funny to me, but I had to share it because I'm a dad now, and dad jokes are all I am left with. So this is our version of Billy in the Lowground, and it's going to feature our guitar phenom, Mr. Luke Okerlund.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I love playing that piece with this band because, like in folk circles, that song, that tune is just, it's like quintessentially American, right? But, you know, I have a confession to make. I do not play an American instrument. So who am I to even be playing this tune, Billy in the Lowground, right? Cello originally comes from Italy, and traditionally the composers that wrote for the cello primarily were German and French, and so it's our duty and mission to expand the sound of what can be called American music. And the cello playing a fiddle tune is no more or less traditional than the balafon. It absolutely is just as appropriate. And what's great is we're all from different countries originally, but we all live in America, right? So anything we play is American music, right? Yeah. And so that's part of our what we've enjoyed exploring together is how can we expand the sound of what could be called American music, even if it has African roots or American roots, no matter what instrument. And that actually brings us to the next piece, which is technically an original composition of mine, but it would not exist if I didn't have such a good time hanging out with Balla, Sidy, and Idrissa. Before this band came together, we were doing some recording projects and just kind of experimenting with what we could do. And I had such an amazing time working with them and learning from them that I was inspired to write a tune. And in sort of cross-cultural collaborations, I have found it very helpful to at least learn how to say thank you in another language, right? So that was the first thing that they taught me. Iniche, Cosebe, means thank you very much. And I find myself saying that over and over whenever I'm with them because they're so generous with their music and with their culture. And so I made the most out of what few words I knew. And so you may notice that this song is really sort of a meditation on those two words, Iniche, Cosebe, but it definitely expresses the gratitude I have for the time I've gotten to spend with all of you. And it kind of evolved naturally into a nice cello tune, as all good music often does. And so we're going to play you this now. It is called, coincidentally, Iniche, Cosebe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We actually do have a lot of people to thank for us to be here. You know, we're a long way into this pandemic, and we haven't had the opportunity to play as a band, but we were able to get tested and get rehearsed, and we're just really grateful to DePaul University for giving us the opportunity to play this music together, and the people making us look and sound good include the wonderful Loop Lab, who's been producing our video component, and the sound crew here at the Shaolin Lu Performing Arts Center. I should, I don't have to point out this beautiful view, but I hope it's added to your concert experience this evening. And so hopefully it has helped inspire the music today. But I want to thank Scott and Bradley for helping us with the sound here at the Shaolin Lu. And again, for everybody at DePaul, we have so many friends. Stephen Linville for offering this invitation, and everybody else on staff, Suzanne, and so many others that we've gotten to know over the years. We miss you, and we hope you're able to enjoy this performance. Thanks again. I'm going to hand the introduction for our final piece over to my partner in crime here, Mr. Balla Kouyaté.
Thank you, Mike, and thanks everyone for being here today. This is definitely an honor. The next piece called Balla Folike. This is a song, actually, kind of a little funny, I would say, because I dedicated this song to myself. So, because today you have so many wonderful player out there today, like Mike Block, Luke, Sidy, another Mike. They all play all the different, beautiful instrument, but none of them have the same name with their instrument. Mike is playing cello, but his name is not cello. So I'm only the one right now. I'm only the one right now. I don't know, maybe, who knows? Maybe by, 20, 25 or, 20, 35 or 2050, we might find someone named keyboard or violin, who knows? You never know, because things might change. But for now, I'm only the one who have the same name with this instrument. My name is Balla, and I'm playing the balafon. So this is my family instrument, going back to 13th century. Just been passing down generation to generation. So even today, the very first balafon, 800 years being in my family, been passing down generation to generation. It's all handmade, made out of the bamboo trees, rosewood, and a gorge. You can see those gorge, this little gorge. Each gorge here have the 2 holes, and those holes used to be covered by the spider web. But since I live in the Massachusetts area, I don't know where to find the spider web. So I've been using the plastic from the Whole Foods or Walmart. I hope they don't mind. So this is all for DePaul University. They've been so kind to us, and we really appreciate. And my message to the whole world, I hope one day, this is just the example. I hope one day you will be no border, no passport, no country. All that will be left is at the heart what we're doing right now. Because I don't need to be American to play the music with Mike. Mike don't need to be African to play the music with me. So that's only the positive things we have today. So we're gonna let the whole world know we're gonna make the difference. Thanks again, DePaul. We appreciate it. Balla Folike, I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you, DePaul.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everyone.
Iniche,
Iniche,
Cosebe.
Cosebe. Woo!
Iniche.
Thank you. What's it, you know?
Well done.
Well done.